Have you noticed how the rich keep getting richer while small businesses like ours struggle with rising costs? They call it development, but who is it really for? On paper, the economy looks like it's booming. Maraming malls ang natatayo, maraming condos ang lumalabas, and gross domestic product numbers are announced proudly. Pero tanungin natin, are small businesses actually feeling that growth? Are workers earning enough to live decently? Are communities safer, cleaner, or stronger? Or are we just chasing growth that leaves the majority behind while the planet gets more and more damaged? That's why today we're talking about why we all need to develop sustainably. Because true development should benefit everyone and not just the privileged few. And as small business owners, we have more power in this shift than we think. Are you a small business owner here in the Philippines who wants to grow your business, but at the same time, you want to make sure it's future proof and responsible? If you are, then welcome to Root and Ripple. I'm Jen. I'm a lawyer, but I've spent a few years helping companies build fair workplace practices and responsible policies. And now, I'm bringing all those lessons straight to SMEs like yours. Okay, magpakatotoo na tayo dito. We all want to earn. That's why we put up businesses. That's why we hustle every day. But here's the thing. The way the world is developing right now, it's honestly not sustainable. It may look like progress kasi we have taller buildings, more malls, more technology. But if you look closer, sino ba talaga ang nakikinabang? Most of the time, it's the rich who get richer, while ordinary people are left behind. And our planet, it's paying the biggest price. Forests are being cut down. Rivers are polluted, and every year we're hit with stronger typhoons. Sa totoo lang, it may seem we are developing, but are we really? Or are we just creating a future na tayo rin ang magiging kawawa? That's why today, we're talking about why we all need to develop sustainably. Because real development shouldn't just make a few richer. It should uplift everyone while protecting the only home we have, our planet. When we measure progress only by money like gross domestic products, profits, sales, we miss the bigger picture. Yes, economies are growing. The Philippines, for example, ang report nito positive GDP growth na. Pero tanungin natin talaga, does that growth really reach small business owners? Does it make life easier for farmers, jeepney drivers, or yung mga sari-sari store owners? Most of the time kasi, hindi. Here's an example. Kunyari, may mata yung bagong mall. People would say, wow, development! But what happens? Small local shops nearby lose customers kasi lilipat dun sa mall. Traffic gets worse, and waste piles up. And the profits, usually napupunta lang yan dun sa large corporations, not to the community. Or, look at our farmers. They work tirelessly to grow the rice we eat, but many still live in poverty because of unfair pricing and middlemen. The country's GDP might go up because of agriculture, pero yung mga magsasaka talaga natin, they can't even afford the food they produce. That's the reality of our current model. It rewards greed. It creates the illusion of progress, but it leaves so many behind. This is where sustainable development comes in. Yung term na sustainable development, it became famous in 1987 in the Brundtland Report. The definition is very academic. Development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. So, medyo malalim, pero sige, let's translate. Sustainable development means growing today without destroying tomorrow. It means making sure progress isn't just for the wealthy, but for everyone. Because what's the point of having new skyscrapers if floods keep destroying our communities every rainy season? What's the point of booming profits if employees are too underpaid to feed their families? Sustainable development reminds us true progress balances three things: people, planet, and profit. Leave one out and the whole thing collapses. It's like a three-legged tripod. People are the workers, customers, and communities we serve. Planet is our environment and our resources, and profit is what keeps the business alive. If you focus only on the profit and ignore people and the planet, Eventually, even your profits will disappear. Bakit important to sa Philippines? Because 99.5% of all businesses here are MSMEs or micro, small, and medium enterprises. That means kayo ang backbone ng economy. But you are also the most vulnerable. Every year, typhoons destroy billions worth of property. Pero who bounces back faster? Is it you or the bigger corporations? Climate change is already costing us. The World Bank estimates Southeast Asia could face trillions in climate-related damages by 2030. And guess what? Small businesses, not the multinationals, will feel the brunt of that. But here's the good news. Sustainable development is also our best defense. Let's imagine a carinderia in Cebu. At first, everything is packed in plastic and styrofoam. But the owner decides to try something new. She asks her customers to bring reusable containers. At first, people would laugh at her, no? Kasi, bakit? But over time, the customers would realize na, aba, mas mura ang benta nito. They realize they save money too. So the carinderia becomes known as the eco-friendly eatery of the barangay. That's fictional example, but it's realistic. And it shows changes can transform how a community sees you. Oh, sige now, let's take a look at a real example. So let's take, for example, Bose Coffee. Hindi to sponsored, but I wish. Diba? Bose Coffee is proudly Filipino brand. Si Bose Coffee, sinusource niya yung beans niya directly from the farmers in Sagada, Atok, Benguet, and Mount Apo. So they don't just sell coffee. They tell a story about supporting local farmers and protecting culture. That's sustainable development in action right here in the Philippines. And even the sari-sari stores nga they are starting to innovate. Meron na silang mga refill stations, diba? So picture this. Instead of buying endless sachets na tinatapon lang naman natin sa basurahan, families would refill their shampoo bottles from their neighborhood tindahan. That's another fictional scenario, but one that's slowly becoming real in different parts of the country. Small steps, big impact. Let's talk about the math. Because at the end of the day, we're all running businesses and gusto lang naman natin kumita. Sige, pag-usapan natin paano ba tayo makakasave if we want to develop, di ba? Take for example, a bakery in Quezon City. Mag-switch siya to LED lights and energy-efficient ovens. Their Meralco bill will drop by 20%. Imagine what you could do with that savings every month, diba? So, pwede mo siyang i-invest into something more important. Let's take a look at your employees. If you replace one staff member, it can cost you around 50 to 200% of their annual salary. So, if i-burn out mo yung employee mo, kasi iniisip mo, kailangan mong makatipid, hindi mo siya bibigyan ng increase, pero papagurin mo siya, mas malaki yung gagastusin mo in the long run because pag na-burn out yan at nag-resign, you need to recruit a new employee, train the new employee, and kailangan mo pang maghintay for the learning curve. And kailangan mo pang maghintay para matutunan niya talaga yung trabaho niya. Meanwhile, yung clients mo or yung customers mo, iniisip, bakit nagbago yung quality ng service nila or ng goods nila? Kasi pabago-bago tayo ng employees. So now we go to your customers. 73% of Filipinos say mas gusto nila yung brands that care about people and the environment. That means 3 out of 4 potential buyers would choose you over your competitor if makita nila na nagpapakita ka ng genuine effort. So let's be clear. Greed is short-sighted. You might save a peso today by cutting corners, but you'll lose a customer tomorrow. Real long-term profit comes from really balancing yung people, planet, and profit. So, tatanungin niyo, sige nga, Jen, maganda pakinggan, pero how do I start? Saan ako magsisimula? Don't worry, kasi you don't really need a million peso budget. Usually, you need to start with awareness. Awareness with why you have to do it. And then you become aware of your actions also. Observe mo lang your business. Track kung saan napupunta yung pera mo. Track your electricity. Tignan mo kung ano yung mga binabasura ninyo. Tapos ask yourself, saan napupunta ang budget ko? That's your first clue. Then commit to one small change. Maybe it's you switching to LED lights, or maybe sasabihin mo sa mga empleyado mo, instead of us buying plastic cups, mag-tumblers tayo. Or you will support local products. Diba? Di marami na tayo yan. Hashtag support local. Pinaka-simple, I think, would be, and the most powerful step is for you to take care of your people. But even if you can't raise salaries yet, you can show respect, you can give recognition, and build a safe workplace. Those little acts build loyalty that no competitor can steal. And kapag may loyalty yung employees mo, may sarili ka ng brand ambassadors. And then finally, tell your story. Don't keep it to yourself. Post your small wins on your social media account. Share that you're making an effort. Customers love seeing progress. They don't expect perfection, but they want to know you care. At atong sharing na to, kailangan genuine din to ha. Kasi baka naman nag-greenwash na kayo. So that's another topic for another video. So here's my final chika. The way we're developing right now is broken. It makes the rich richer, but leaves the rest struggling, while our planet pays the ultimate price. But we don't have to accept that. We can choose to develop sustainably, to grow in a way that's fair, lasting, and good for everyone. Sustainable development isn't about saying no to profit. It's about saying yes to the kind of profit that lasts, because it doesn't destroy people or the planet along the way. If you want to know where you stand right now, you can try our ESG Maturity Quick Assessment Tool. I'll leave the link in the description. It's free, and it will show you exactly how sustainable your business already is. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe sana naman, so you'll never miss our weekly guides on how to grow greener, smarter, and stronger. This is Jen from Root and Ripple, and I hope to see you again next week. Thank you. Bye!